Happy Sunday, everybody. Tilly and I are out for our walk. Yeah, it was a bit of an early start for me this morning. I was up at sort of, I don't know, 5, quarter to 5, something like that anyway. But sort of got loads of stuff done, so I feel like quite positive that we've done it. And I was able to go back to bed to have my breakfast in bed with Tilly keeping me company. Pete was down in Glastonbury this weekend. He's on his way home today at some point, because the band Touch the Earth were playing last night, and I got a message once he got back. I was asleep, but saying that the gig was great and had an excellent time. So I hope everybody enjoyed the Touch the Earth concert last night, and whoever was able to go to the trance dance in the afternoon had a wonderful experience. So yes, so I've been seeing posts from people who were at the gig saying how great it was. So excellent, because always lifts everybody, either playing the music or listening to the music, because the energy comes from both ways and all around and in between. So it's a wonderful thing. It's so lovely today. So obviously today is Remembrance Sunday. Time to stop and think and remember those that aren't here. It's that soughing tide, isn't it, of the veil being thin, but that time of remembering those who've passed and done service for us. Both my grandfathers were, one of them was a medic in the Merchant Navy, was basically, there's pictures from when they were close to icebergs to also the Pacific Islands. So he travelled all over, and yes, he was a medic. And my other grandfather was in the RAF, and he was an electrician. But I also know, like, my great uncle one of them was in the SBS, and he was Master at Arms as well. And ended up being a stuntman after the war. Didn't really talk about much to do with his service, but he became a stuntman and was in, let me think, he was in Oliver Twist, the film, and he did a lot of sort of sword work, I think, with Errol Flynn when he was doing, and Burt Lancaster when they were doing the sort of pirates movies and things like that. So yeah, quite exciting stuff. But yeah, as I say, it gives us a chance to pause, doesn't it, and think about the people that have in service to this country, and not just the people, the animals too. They all do a remarkable job. Taking a moment that, it doesn't matter if you don't agree, but at least, with things, or it's like, there's a lot of posts about people saying, understanding that just because you can still get on with and respect people, but not have the same opinion. And it's really true. Taking that moment to say to yourself, what's right for you, and the feeling that's right. If somebody has a different opinion to you, they're entitled to their own opinion. Since they don't try and force everybody else to believe it. It's about respecting everybody's path and not forcing. Tilly's having a good snoop over there. She is a lovely girl. So we're also looking at getting Tilly a companion after our experience of having my brother's Puccio and my brother visit over the summer. And Tilly, once she kind of got used to the fact that there was a doggo, we'd had this with another friend of mine, Layla brought her Staffy Bertie over the year before to do some camping, and Tilly absolutely loves the company of another Puccio, as long as they're not on her face to start with, and she gets to know them. She's been fine with both Bertie and with Molly visiting. And when Molly left, it was really interesting because she was so sad, and she was like, I quite liked having that little scamp around. and she was Molly's sort of side with the inspiration to actually let Tilly go off lead for a little while. And it's amazing, but it came, it was down to her having a bit more confidence, having another dog around, having a mate about. So Pete's off next week, so we're going to just double check the gardens where it needs to be to have a new four-legged friend for Tilly, and get in touch with Safe Rescue. We've put our names down for Dogs Trust as well, and seeing if we can find the right match for us, and especially for Tilly, because it was so sweet just seeing her, because she was when she was with Molly, all of a sudden there was nose kisses, and then they'd zoom off, and then they'd sleep close to each other, going for walks together. And when Si and Molly left after they'd visited for a week, Tilly just kept looking back for Molly when we were going out for walks, and she was just a little bit like, my friend's gone. I quite liked having another dog here. And it was really interesting. Pete saw it, and I'd been saying it, but he just thought I just wanted another dog. And I'm like, no, this is for Tilly too, because I think she'd benefit. And once he saw how much fun she'd had with Molly, but also how kind of sad she was when she left, it made us think. But as I say, Bertie being a boy as well, we know that she gets on with boys and girls. It's just got to be the type of dog, because she doesn't like a dog to suddenly jump around all around her straight away, because Tilly is a little bit, on one of her eyes, I think it's the left eye. Is it left and facing me? Yes, left eye is a little bit, it doesn't shine as bright. Like when you put the torch on, it doesn't shine as bright. So I know her vision's slightly obscured in that eye, but it doesn't stop her. But having a dog bound up to her, she doesn't really like. She likes them to be polite, get to know her, and she gets to know them. But she's made friends with so many dogs around here, from Airedales to Labs to Schnauzers, and to Rottweilers as well. I mean, she's, there's a couple of dogs that she's not too sure about, but on the whole, she does like the company of dogs. So we will start our search for Tilly's new friend next week whilst Pete's off, and then he's got another 2 weeks off at the beginning of December. So we were hoping that's when we bring the doggo in, unless we find the right one this week. So we're gonna get in touch. There's a couple of doggos we've seen on with Safe Rescue, and there's I think one maybe from Dogs Trust. We'll see. I mean, Dogs Trust will contact us if they feel there's a good match, and Safe Rescue, and I talk to them about a couple of dogs I've seen. I'll give them a call. Maybe not tomorrow, because I'm at the renal centre with Mum. She's got a pet test tomorrow, just her annual MOT. But everything's good with her, so keep her in your thoughts as we go for the pet test. I'm gonna, because we're there for about 3 or 4 hours, so I'm making up a picnic. So we're gonna have a picnic at the renal centre, as you do. And then also keep Poppy in your mind for tomorrow, because she's got her interview at college tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon, 4:45 is her appointment. And she's got all of her stuff that she's been required and a bit more. She's got her reference from her form tutor. She's got the piece of work that they've asked her to do. She finished that as soon as she got the interview date. She was so excited, so she's done that. She's going to read through it again, and she's also got references from work experience she did last week. She got up and did from 8 till 3, was it 8? 8:30 till 3 at our local vets, and she absolutely loved it. Absolutely, it kind of confirmed that she wants to work with animals. The people were amazing. She got to be involved in various things, and she had her role of making sure she kept on with the laundry for them, but she was able to witness teeth cleaning of animals and consultations and lots of different things. So she absolutely had the best time. So I want to say thank you to Uplands Vets for giving her that opportunity, because it's meant so much to her. So truly appreciate it. And she's been writing notes. She's got a journal of it, which will help with her coursework for her ASDAN as well. So she's been working really hard on, she had 2 weeks for her half term. She spent the first week kind of enjoying the holidays and relaxing and getting ready for this week that's just gone. And she has worked her socks off and absolutely loved every moment of it. So proud of her. So proud of her. And she goes back to school tomorrow. What are you doing, Tilly? So I just want to say, whatever you might be doing, because this is glorious. I'm looking at this November Sunday as it's such a beautiful morning. So whatever you might be doing today, take a moment to reflect and remember, whether it's for Remembrance Sunday. Let me see. Let's say hello. Hello. There I am. Here I am. So for whatever you might be doing today, take a moment to reflect and remember, or 2 minutes to reflect and remember, the people that have gone before us to give us our freedoms today. The suffragettes, the scientists and people that stopped fascism reaching our shores from World War II, or being that inspiration for our neighbours, looking after ourselves, and looking after our communities, being there for others without thought for what we're going to get out of it. Building our communities, that's what it's all about. Anyway, I'm going to buzz off now, because I'm going to enjoy this sunshine with Tilly. So I'm going to say oceans of love out to everybody, and have an amazing Sunday.